Hey guys, I have a tag video for you today. It is the Bookish Academy Awards tag and it was created by Kayla from Bookadoodles. Here's her video. She's really awesome and you should check out her channel if you haven't because she's so nice and really funny. This is kind of like she took the Academy Awards and she changed the categories so that they are book related. So the first category is Best Male Protagonist, and I had a very hard time coming up with a male protagonist that I enjoyed because a lot of the books that I read are female first person point of view. With Damon Black from Origin, this book is in Katie and Damon's point of view, so the chapters that are Damon's point of view, I count that as Best Male Protagonist because he's just... You need to read this if you haven't read it yet. This is like the 5th book though, so start with Obsidian, but such a good male protagonist. Next category is Best Female Protagonist, and this one was really easy for me to pick, and that is Throne of Glass. We've got Selena from this book, is my favorite female protagonist ever because she's just so strong and she's been through so much and she's still able to love and laugh and enjoy life, and she's just amazing. Next category is the best plot twist that you read in 2013, and this one was also a little bit hard for me, but I think I know which one I want to pick. The Evolution of Mara Dyer, because this one was kind of switched genres midway through the series, and it was just so good. I did not see it coming, and I cannot wait for book 3. I need it in my hands right now. Gotta grab your hands. Next, we have the best book cover of 2013. I didn't read this book, but I saw it in the store yesterday, and I almost bought it. I just was like, this is the prettiest cover I've ever seen in my life, and that is These Broken Stars. It's apparently like a Titanic in space. That's what I keep hearing it referenced as. So it sounds amazing. It has the perfect cover, and what more do you want from a book? I cannot wait to read that. Next category is Best Supporting Male Character, and I picked Jacob from Wait For You because he reminds me of one of my best friends from college that was just so obnoxious and so funny all the time and just said things that like everyone was thinking but no one would say, and just so funny. I cannot stress how funny Jacob is, and that would be my favorite. I was between a tie between him and Kenji from Unravel Me, but I feel like a lot of people are going to mention Kenji, so I'm going with Jacob because he doesn't get enough credit. And then we also have the Best Female Supporting Character, and I picked the girl from The Girl with Fire and Thorns, and for whatever reason I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but it was, oh, Cosme. How did I forget that? Cosme. This girl in here was really mean in the beginning, and I hated her for about a good 5 seconds until I kind of figured out her story and her backstory, and they started to love her, and by the end of the book, she was one of the things that made me love this book. So definitely that character. Maybe I was kind of tossed up between her and Bitterblue from Graceling, but I don't know. I just went with her because I didn't know. So that's what I picked. Then we have Most Creative and Unique World, and I picked for this one the Shadow and Bone world because although it was really hard for me to picture this world when I was reading, I then went on to the author's Pinterest page where she pins a lot of pictures of what she kind of imagined this world to be while she was writing, and it kind of clicked into place, and I just loved this. It was kind of like, I think it was supposed to be a Russian themed type of world, but it was just so unique and original, and I hadn't read anything like it before, so definitely this book for the best world that I read in 2013. Next category is Best Book to Movie Adaptation, and I didn't really see a lot of book to movie adaptations this year. I saw Ender's Game, Catching Fire, and I think that's it. So I'm gonna go with Catching Fire just because I was so amazed by that movie. I left the theater I couldn't even speak. I was just so happy with how it was adapted from the book, and it was just amazing. Then we have a book that we would not mind seeing animated. I had a hard time with this because I don't really watch like animated stuff, although I do watch Disney movies. I just saw Frozen and it was so good. So I picked Unravel Me, basically just the whole Shatter Me series, because I like that they have different powers and I feel like that would be cool. It kind of reminds me of like an X-Men type thing. So X-Men is a comic, right? So that could kind of transfer into animation, I think. So yeah, this one. Next category is Best Writer that you discovered in 2013, and I'm gonna have to go with Rainbow Rowell. I just can't believe that I waited so long to start this author's books. because they're so simple and so like she takes every little detail of a first love and just kind of draws it out, and it's like those are the things that you love about falling in love. And so why wouldn't you want to read that? Like the first time you hold someone's hand, or like the first time you talk with them, and like all this stuff, and it's just so good. I can't talk about how much I love this author. So definitely for my favorite author that I discovered this year, it would have to be Rainbow Rowell. Next category is Best Action in a Book, and I had to go with Sentinel by Jennifer Armentrout. Back says it's a beautiful day for a war, and I just love that. It was just such a good book, and it had a lot of action because it was the last book in the series, so it's all about like the final battle or whatever, and it was just really action-packed and really good. Best ending of series I've read in a long time. For music from a movie adaptation, I don't really know much about scores from movies, so I don't know. I guess I'll go with The Book Thief too. That's what Kayla picked originally, but I think I heard somewhere that the guy that did the score for that also did the score for some other big movie. I can't remember what it was. I don't think it was Harry Potter, but he was apparently this amazing person that did all these other movies that were fantastic. So I'll go with him because I don't know what else to say. Next category is novella or short story that you loved in 2013, and I'm going to pick two. I'm going to pick Elixir, and I'm going to pick Fracture Me, because these two books both were necessary to the story. I don't really read lots of novellas, but these two were like, if you didn't read them, it kind of would not help you later on when you're reading the rest of the series. I loved Elixir because it showed us how the elixir affects people, and I loved Fracture Me because it showed us why we should love Team Warner. If you're not a Team Warner fan, I think you should go read it and be converted. The end. Next category is Best Standalone that you read in 2013. I'm going to talk about Goodbye Rebel Blue again, because this one was so funny and so heartwarming, and it just had such a good message, and it makes you laugh, and you don't really realize that you're learning something, but you are, and I think that everyone should read this at some point. And then the last category is Best Historical Fiction or Nonfiction. I only read one or two historical fiction books, and I didn't really like them, so I'm going to go with nonfiction, and I read The Writer's Journey by Christopher Vogler when it came around for NaNoWriMo time. This book is really good for figuring out how stories are structured. Like, we've got Act 1 where the person is confronted with some kind of journey that they have to go on, and then they deny that journey, and then they meet a mentor who pushes them through the threshold to go on the journey, and it's just this whole like 3-act model that really works. If you look at, like, I think they used The Wizard of Oz and Star Wars as examples, and it's like I didn't realize how genius these stories were until I looked at this model. So this has been helping me a lot when I've been writing. I'm still currently writing my NaNoWriMo book. I'm about 34,000 words in, so that's pretty good. Whatever, we'll get there someday. But yeah, this is good nonfiction. So that was my Bookish Academy's award tags. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to tag a few people now to do this one as well. I didn't check to see if Kayla already tagged these people, but because she tagged a lot of people, so I'm just going to tag these 4 people and hope that she didn't already do it. And that is Megan, Olivier, Dylan, and Pickles Loves Books, and Joel Books. Those 4 people, love to see you do this, and thanks for watching, everyone. See you later.